Hello everyone, you're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakir. Today were the elections to choose the 15th President of India. A race between NDA's Draupadi Murmu and the opposition's Yashwant Sinha. Through the day, over 700 parliamentarians, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi and former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, voted. While the NDA candidate holds the edge, all was not well in the opposition camp, where several MLAs, including one from the Congress and two from Sharad Pawar's Nationalist Congress party, that is the NCP, claimed on record that they have voted for the NDA candidate. Party whips do not really apply on presidential elections. The decks have always been stacked against Yashwant Sinha, but today he went the extra mile and said that BJP used its money power to ensure the outcome of the presidential elections. Beyond the war words, the votes are in and counting will be held on July 21st and the new president will take oath on July 25th. The NDA's decision to pick Draupadi Murmu has the weight of history behind it, as she is posed to be the first tribal woman to be the President of India. Moreover, it highlights the BJP's political calculation to expand its presence in the east and tribal catchment areas. On the other hand, in the vice presidential fight, the NDA and the opposition have shown their cards, with former West Bengal Governor Jagdeep Dhankhar, dubbed Kisan Putra by the Saffron Party, emerging as the NDA's candidate, while political veteran Margaret Alva, who has served as governor of multiple states, has emerged as the opposition candidate. Jagdeep Dhankhar's rise as the NDA's vice presidential nominee comes hot on the heels of his face-off with Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal since 2019, where as governor he repeatedly took on the state government on issues of law and order and human rights, while Mamata Banerjee time and again has spoken out against him as governor and sought to clip his powers in the top office. The two have also tussled over state bills, the most recent one being the bill to oust the governor and make the chief minister the chancellor of state universities, a bill which Jagdeep Dhankhar immediately returned. But now that Mr. Dhankhar is out of Mamata Banerjee's hair, can the political dynamic shift? Could there be a scenario where Mamata Banerjee backs Jagdeep Dhankhar as vice president? Could the NDA and the TMC come to a common understanding over the post of vice president? Or have the last 3 years been so acrimonious that under no circumstances will Mamata Banerjee support the vice presidential bid of her former nemesis? To decode the political dynamics, we are being joined by RP Singh of the BJP, Dr. Syed Nasir Hussain, Member of Parliament of the Congress, Sushmita Dev, Member of Parliament of the TMC, Sanjay Kumar, Professor CSDS, Varun Kumar, a political analyst. Sushmita Dev, the silence of your party supremo and the cautious tone of your party leaders over Jagdeep Dhankhar's candidature is being read in multiple ways. It's sending multiple signals. Can the unthinkable really happen?
See, Maria, I can't stop anybody from speculating. That's the nature of things. But I will tell you something. Mamata Banerjee, Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal and our chairperson, has called a meeting on the 21st of July, which is one of our biggest party programs, which is the Shohid Divos, at 4 o'clock, and this matter will be discussed, because not only has the BJP or the NDA announced their candidates, so has the opposition parties. So on the 21st, we'll make our picture clear and what we are going to do. And short of that, I don't think, I will definitely not be the one speculating unless I hear what my leader has to say on the 21st.
But Sushmita, one may also say that what is there to be discussed from the point of view that the nature of acrimony and the sheer bitterness that played out between the chief minister and the former governor. So if there is a scope of rethinking or a scope of discussion or consideration, is that entering a domain of a possible backing of the vice presidential nominee of the NDA?
You're asking me to speculate what Mamata is thinking right now, which I'm not in a position to do. All I'm telling you, and I'm making it public, that on 21st is a meeting of all members of parliament. So please wait, and I think the cat will be out of the bag and you'll be one of the first people to know. I don't think there's anything further I can say on that issue.
All right. RP Singh, is the BJP expecting TMC support?
Well, we are expecting support from all parties.
Party to ask them what they are expecting. But clearly, since we have so many votes and we are a important bloc, we are a very important bloc of the opposition, having one of the largest number of members of parliament in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, in the Assembly. It matters what Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, wants, and that's due to be discussed on 21st of July.
All right. RP Singh, is the BJP expecting support of Mamata Banerjee? Although, when we look at the electoral college of the vice presidential polls, the majority mark is 390 and the BJP alone has 394 without the support of your other allies in the NDA and, of course, several other political parties which have backed your presidential nominee. So, if anything, your numbers are way above, in fact, somewhere above 500.
Well, if Mamata Banerjee can come on board, it's most welcome. And if we can build up toward where more people come together to vote for Dhankhar Saab, it will send a very positive message for the opposition and for the ruling party both. And then,
what positive message you're talking about?
Positive message is that Dhankhar Saab was the governor of the Bengal, and then he was there for quite long. And Mamata Banerjee is the Chief Minister of Bengal. And then if she supports the outgoing governor of Bengal, it will send a very good message.
But yes, here was the governor who was unlike other governors of other states. There is no other governor who has taken on the Chief Minister so openly, so directly as Mr. Dhankhar did with Mamata Banerjee.
Well, that makes it more reasonable, and that makes it more reasonable for Mamata Banerjee to do it. I mean, if she comes and support Dhankhar Saab, it will send a bigger message. But also that
it will show her large-heartedness. Is that what you are saying? Okay, you know, it's interesting how the BJP is expecting support from Mamata Banerjee, understanding fully well what Jagdeep Dhankhar's tenure in the Raj Bhavan in Bengal actually stood for. Before I bring in Nasir Hussain, let me get a word from Sanjay Kumar and Varun Singh. Sanjay Kumar, will it be almost impossible for anybody to speculate that Mamata Banerjee can back Jagdeep Dhankhar?
Very difficult to speculate on this, whether Mamata Banerjee is going to support Dhankhar or she is going to oppose Dhankhar. But my own sense is that if I read the mind of the politician correctly, I think the kind of tussle which the state has, Mamata Banerjee has faced during her tenure as the chief minister from Jagdeep Dhankhar, I doubt that she is going to extend her support to Jagdeep Dhankhar when he is contesting for the vice presidential post. So I really doubt that Jagdeep Dhankhar is going to get support from Mamata Banerjee.
And Varun